Everyone, today on the channel, it's time for some mad science. So we're going to play the mad science event, where every time we cast an instant or sorcery, we create a zombie army token. And they get bigger and bigger. And yeah. So you need a deck that plays a lot of instants and sorceries, which means we're gonna play our mono blue tempo deck. You can actually play the mill deck, but let's just try the mono blue tempo deck, which is an alchemy deck. As usual, you can see it in the description of this video. So it's time to get mad. Probably people will play zombie deck because the tokens are zombies. So if you play other zombies, you can pump them up or whatnot. However, the normal zombie decks usually don't play a lot of instants and sorceries. So playing something that kills a lot of creatures, even though we have no such thing in our opening hand, is useful. So this deck basically bounces creatures. Why is this important? Because in this format, yeah, okay, mana float supreme as usual, because we're recording a video, so of course Arena. Oh, they're also playing mono blue, or at least blue something. That's interesting. In this format, you can keep making tokens, which means if you play bounce spells, the tokens just disappear. So it doesn't matter how big their tokens are, we just need one bounce spell. And they're gone. Okay, so not only are we getting mana flooded in our first match here, but we also really 5 land hand and we top deck 2 lands in a row. Yeah, it's one of those days. As usual, we are recording videos, so Arena has to give us the whatnot. So yeah, that's basically it. You wanna bounce all the tokens. So let's guess our opponent is probably playing card draw. Yeah, opponent is probably playing card draw. Oh, finally. Okay, yeah, this is what we're talking about. This is how we do it. But I think we can get hit by the 3-3. Oh, we don't want to get hit by the 3-3. Yeah, I think we'll spend one more turn to foretell this and just bounce this, just in case they play more counters. And we also get to make a token, and we also get to scry, and we scry this to hell. Enough with the lands already. For the love of all that is holy. So next time we can go for Key to the Archive, even though it doesn't make a token, because it's not instant or sorcery. But it basically sets us up for A-Alrund's Epiphany. The turn after, yeah, of course they're playing blue. We kind of know that they're playing blue. Kind of know. Let's, yeah, Time Warp seems good. What do we want to discard? Yeah, discard the land, I think. A good option here. Play this bad boy and pass the turn. Because we have 7 mana already, so we can actually A-Alrund's Epiphany, make a token, and then Time Warp, make a bigger token, attack with the token, bounce their token, and then it's good game. If they don't have a counter spell. Hopefully they don't, or they tap out for something. Yeah, we'll just jump block because we don't really need a 1-1. Because once we cast an instant, we're just gonna get like a 7-7 with it. So they're holding up the counter, but we can still go for the Time Warp. Let's see if they counter this. Because either way we get a 5-5. We get a 5-5. We get a 5-5. Yeah, they do have a counter. Actually, they don't have a counter because you can just pay. Yeah, that's why we didn't want to Epiphany. Because I think we have exactly 7 mana. So if we Epiphany, they can just counter it. But now, if we top deck another land, we can actually Epiphany on our second turn. So we're gonna assume this means they don't have a counter. I mean, if they do and they counter the Epiphany, we still get a huge token, which they could of course bounce. They might have divide by 0 doesn't bounce this, we gotta remember. No. Let's go for this, because it's gonna make the army token huge. So they need to have another Into the Roil or something. Otherwise they're gonna be dead this turn. I think they take exactly 14 damage if they don't bounce our token. If they bounce our token, we cry. Oh, not 14. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course they have the Fading Hof. Yeah, because it's the opponent. We gotta remember this does not bounce. But this does. Anyway, we get an extra turn. Can the Delver flip already? Yes, for the love of God. Let's just draw 2 cards to see what we get first. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's just bounce this now. Mono blue versus mono blue. Why, Arena? Why? Smash. I think we can hold up divide by 0 here. To see what, I mean, we divide by 0 basically counters whatever they have, card draw or whatever. Yeah, counter this. They get the token, but our guy also becomes a 4/4. And we get to look for another spell. And it's game. It's just, we're gonna say ironic, but obviously it's not ironic. Arena always knows how to screw us best. Even for the people that say, you must not be a good player, that's why we lose. No, I mean, we just start playing the event, we play mono blue tempo, and what is the first deck that we face out of all the people that can possibly be playing in this event? We face another mono blue tempo deck. Like, literally. Obviously, it's not the same as our deck. Probably they have different cards. But the point is we don't face a creature deck. And yes, people will play decks that have a lot of instants and sorceries because that's the point of this event. But really? Everybody suddenly is playing mono blue. Lier. And of course we get mana flooded. Second game in a row where we keep full land hand and we keep top decking lands. We keep top decking the lands. Yeah, I'm not sure if people actually do play A-Alrund's Epiphany. We just played the deck as it was from a couple of weeks ago. Like, honestly, we did not actually change the deck. We just played the deck as it was. Because it already has a lot of instants and sorceries in it. And it was a competitive deck, maybe 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. No idea. After Alchemy came out, about a week after Alchemy came out, we made this deck for Deck Academy, which is on Mondays on this channel. Yeah, okay, opponent. The problem is they probably have more remover spells than us because they're playing black too. What are they gonna duress? The Memory Deluge? We can just get it back. Okay, sure. Sure, opponent, sure. This means we can actually bounce this now and draw a card. We don't really care if they duress the Epiphany. Second Epiphany. Okay, more mana flood. It's like we're gonna so basically they're playing all. Duress is kind of annoying, but do they have counter spells? They're basically playing all removal. So they made a deck specially for this event. So we're not gonna lie. We're not gonna sit here and lie past the turn. This opponent made a deck especially for this event. But if they don't run counters, if they just run removal, once we hit 7 mana and we start to chain the Epiphanies, and make some huge boys. It's gonna be difficult for them to deal with stuff. We have 5 mana, we need 2 more turns. Watching they're drawing a lot of cards. And yeah, this deck does make sense. Actually, do we need another one? I think we don't need to draw a card as much as we need to kill this guy. Yeah, it's a... Oh, come on. The bounce... Might as well attack with this. I mean, they can bounce our land, but whatever. Yeah, now that we think about it, that was probably a mistake, because we need a mana in play to get to these 7 mana spells. Can we stop drawing lands? Now we're back to like 2 turns. Yeah, might as well attack. I mean, they can make this guy bigger on their turn and hit us, but whatever. Okay, so that was a mistake. Let's not play this land anymore. Because we need to get to the 7 mana so we can back to back A-Alrund's Epiphanies. We're gonna assume they don't have counters. Hopefully they do rest us again. Oh, what do you know? They did do rest us again. Well, too bad there's nothing to take because we're getting flooded. We could actually hit them with this if they tap out enough mana. But we don't have enough mana to hit them this turn. Oh, look, we drew something that was not a land. So let's try to bounce this guy. See if they have a counter. If they don't have a counter, we get this guy to be a 4/4 and we get to draw something. That's not bad. It's not a land. So next time we can start to chain our Epiphanies and it should be game. Unless they do round counters that we don't know about. They have 5 cards in hand, so they should have more. Yeah, we could bounce our own guy, so their spell fizzled, but they still get the token, so... now let's just try to do it to see if they have a counter, or if they do rest us again. Yeah, they basically just play all removal and card draw. Yeah, sure, you can make us discard something, but it doesn't really matter as long as we got the 7 mana. We want them to counter the Unsummon if possible, if they have counters. So they don't counter our Epiphanies. They should be afraid. Yeah! Exactly, that's what we want. Exactly. Okay, so they fell for it. They fell for it. We need to block. We can block. I mean, they could have an Unsummon for our big boy, which would really suck, but unfortunately there's nothing we can do. The good news is they don't have counters, so we can chain 2 Epiphanies, possibly 3 Epiphanies. Okay, so we can chain 3 Epiphanies if we top deck another Epiphany. Possibly. Yeah, that's game. They don't have counters. They just have hand destruction and removal. Mucho removal. Okay, so it seems that so far both of our opponents were spot on this event, and they built decks. Mad decks. They built mad decks directly for this event, which again we didn't. So 2 floods. We managed to win just because the decks we played are basically similar to our decks. And as we mentioned before, or if you have watched some more videos on our channel, then you will probably know that we are very good at playing control, even though most of our videos have decks that are mid-range, aggro decks or mid-range decks. When we do play control, we play control very well. So in this type of event where you technically do have to play kind of a control deck, you can't really play aggro because you want to use instants and sorceries, not creatures, so you're not gonna be smashing face quickly. Only if the opponent can't kill the tokens, then you smash face. But as you can see, we basically just bounce all the tokens, and all the opponents try to bounce our tokens. Another mana flood hand. So third opening hand that has 4 lands in the opening hand. Like what did they set up this algorithm for this event so that everybody has mana? I mean, we're gonna keep it because we do have Wizard's Class and we have Unsummon, so we're not really worried. Oh, this could be a problem. Yeah. Burn spells. Burn spells that also... Wait, what? And of course we top deck another land. So no, what is going on? This opponent doesn't know what event they're playing. They could play just mono red burn spells because they also make creatures when they cast the spells. But this is like a goblin deck? Oh god, it's a goblin deck. Okay, goblin deck is not good for us because we don't have any removal. But we can bounce the goblins and make the zombie top. And of course we top deck. Okay, so 4 land opening hand, we top deck 2 lands. So 3 games in a row mana scroll. Like literally the event wants us to have a loss. That's what it does. So yeah. Yeah, this is the issue. If they start to play burn spells, they can get the tokens. Sure. Too fast, like too many 1/1s, and we top deck 2 lands in a row. Like honestly. Bounce this guy because he doesn't have haste. Make a token and block their token, I think. And take the 2. Can we draw something that is literally not a land? Because we can also divide by 0 these guys and make a 3/3 token. So we're sitting pretty, but we would like to not draw a land. Of course they could burn the token, but that's neither here nor there. Sure. Okay, it's not a land. So we're gonna go for the divide by 0. We don't need to draw extra cards now. Just gonna bounce probably this guy again, make a 3/3 token and block one of these guys. We have to gain time. That's what we have to do. So if they start to burn the tokens, that means they don't hit our face. And hopefully we can... what do we want? We have enough lands. We can't draw cards because they don't have a lot of cards. I think we just get this just to get... because we can get a token and we can gain 2 life. So it's very important. And we want to block. Because we have enough lands. And... next divide by 0 we can get the 7 mana mascot whatever. Because that puts a 7/7 plus the other 3 tokens on the field. So yeah, they can... Hey, what? Okay. The problem we have to remember is we can't divide by 0 this. It totally sucks for us. We can only divide by 0 the goblins. But it doesn't mean that we can't block it. Okay, so we gotta survive, not take too much damage. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Totally bad. I think we're gonna have to take the 3. Yeah, but they trade, so that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna reveal this puppy. And we're going to do this. And we're gonna hold up divide by 0 for the bandit road. Obviously, there's no point for us to attack them. We are 2 turns away from getting a 7/7, so we gotta survive. I mean, not take too many turns. Yeah, but come on. We bounce this guy. We get a 3/3 to block their guy. And now we can actually get this. I think this blocks this. This blocks the token. They do get another token, but whatever. At least we get to kill it. If they kill our whatchamacallit. Okay, that was bad, but at least they got to use it. So we need to draw a bounce spell ASAP for this 6/6 thing. Or we have to chump block it. And we don't draw. Oh, that's really bad. That's really bad. We can divide by 0 their goblin. Oh, we're gonna have to take a chance. We have to take a chance that they are greedy and they cast a goblin. They don't cast a spell. Actually, if they cast a spell, yeah, we can just counter it and make a token. Okay. So we have a blocker now for the 6/6. And we're gonna get 2 of these. So next turn we can actually A-Alrund's Epiphany. And then start to make Mascot Exhibitions. So we should be okay. We're also 10 life. Okay. So this is good game. We make a 7/7 and then we make a 14/14 when we cast this guy. Not even gonna try to bounce their token. Just make 14/14. Yeah, so that should be game over. We have 3 blockers, and the next turn, our next turn we can Mascot Exhibition again. Or we can just bounce their guy and kill them. Yeah, Goblin deck is not the best for this format. I think they just decided to play Goblins for no reason. Yeah, 9/9 doesn't trample. Doesn't trample. So I think next time we just bounce both of their Goblin tokens. Yeah, let's just not play around anymore. Let's just bounce their Goblin tokens. Oops. Let's not make a mistake. Bounce their Goblin tokens because we know what they have in hand. 18/18. Smash their face for unlimited points of damage. And yeah, we managed to survive a 10. Gotta say, that was pretty lucky. The flood helped us again. Flooded 3 games out of 3. Yeah, we just had to survive the first few turns at 10 life. That's all we had to do. So we kinda got lucky. We got lucky that... Okay, 3 land hand. We got lucky that the opponent actually pressed us with the tokens. These guys are not joking around. This opponent is not joking around. Yeah, they're taking our good stuff. Which means that Arena is pushing for us to lose. Because we won 3 games in a row. Back to res. Yeah, okay. Back to res. Sure, do they have a third res? They can take our creature at least. So get him down. Do they have a third res? For the love of God? Mono black should be strong in this format if you just play a lot of hand distraction, because you can destroy their hand and you make creatures with the same spell. They should take the key to the archive actually. Oh, because divide by 0 doesn't bounce this. That's okay. Flooded again. Flooding again. We are flooding. We need to draw a bounce spell. That's not a bounce spell. I think we're just gonna cast him instead of trying to flip this guy. Because, I mean, if they get another duress or something, they just take the key to the archive. There's nothing we can do. They just made us discard 3 cards. They should have creature removal. Okay. Sure, yeah. So it's all just removal. Yeah, this deck is probably one of the best decks in this format. We're not gonna lie. Can we top deck a bounce? Yes, we can. Okay, so that was clutch. This is clutch right here. This is clutch. Attack. Unfortunately, we're gonna draw something and discard it, but there's nothing we can do about that. I mean, we lost the lands, we lost everything. There's a slim chance we can still win this game, but not sure how. Once they start draw their removal. Our only hope is that they have hand destruction. Okay, that's really bad. Of course they have removal. We just hope that they have only lands and hand destruction cards, but let's just attack with this. Lier is not going to work for us because we might not get the mana, so we're just gonna end the turn and flip her. This is only a 3/3, right? So can't really block this. So we have to hope they drew hand destruction against this type of deck. Yeah, lands or just more duresses or something. Because we don't want them to kill. Yeah, they don't have it. Okay, so that, yeah, this could be clutch right here. This could be clutch. We start to draw cards and make a slow comeback. Make a slow comeback. Yes, yes, yes. We're gonna take the land. Pass the turn. So now if they try to cast something including duress, we get to make this guy into a 4/4. This is the problem with having, yeah, exactly. Exactamundo. They get a 5/5, but we get a 4/4. And what else should we get? We only have 5 mana. If we get this, but they're gonna cast it again, whatever we get, and make us discard it. Yeah, because it goes back to the hand. So the problem is their guy gets much bigger now, which really sucks. So we need to top deck a bounce spell ASAP, but we have to draw a bounce spell from this guy. Otherwise it could be game over. Yeah, we have to block. We're exactly at 8. So it really sucks. Come on, bounce spell. We need Unsummon or... That's not a bounce spell. But it is a blocker. So we have to put the pressure. Wait, why did they gain life? Yes. Whoops. No, we don't want to discard this. Discard him. Okay, that was a clutch draw. That was a clutch draw. Oh, he's a... Oh, yeah, he's a zombie. Okay, that was clutch. Not gonna lie. That was clutch. So they have card draw or removal. If they have removal, they can just kill our Suspicious Stowaway, but we smacked them with a land. If they had hand destruction, yeah, they just make the token. But we can still attack them. Which of course we will. Because they have to block the land. Actually, they could have removal for our land. But we gotta take a chance. We still get to draw a card. They have to block the land. Okay, that's bad. That is bad. That is bad. I think we need to divide by 0 or they're gonna make us discard it. No, we're gonna keep it and flip this guy. They have one turn to make us discard the divide by 0. We can only hope that they drew 2 lands. If they draw removal, they have to worry about our land. If we smack them for 4. Why are they reading that? Oh, they did draw removal. Okay, and discard. Sure. How lucky can you possibly be? How lucky can you be? We do have Fading Hope for this. So let's do this first. Make this a 5. A-Alrund's Epiphany is not what we want to draw when we only have 4 lands here. We want to draw another bounce spell. Okay. So this could be clutch. This could be clutch. Hopefully they just drew more hand destruction. Okay, that just blocks. This thing doesn't block. But unfortunately they can make this a 3-3. But our land is a 5-5. So when we attack they have to block the 3-3. But they make another one of these. Which is really bad because we're a 3 life actually. Oh boy. Oh! It's good game. If they don't have removal for our land. Because these things don't block. We bounce this and we attack for 5. 6. Please no removal. Please no removal. Yes! Yes! Undefeated! Na 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 na. Mono blue, yeah. Take that, zombie. Zombie. A little bit of undefeated. A little bit of undefeated. So yes, as I said before, the deck is in the description. In the video description, so you got to enjoy it and play it. Because it's a fun deck. Even in alchemy. The deck is a fun alchemy deck. So what do we get for our undefeated card type? So we got Talia, Geralf, and Toxriel. So I mean we have these cards obviously, so they are a lot of fun, and I think we can actually make use of these thingies. Well, there you have it. Undefeated. So thank you for watching. Please click like and subscribe for more daily MTG content videos.